Alright guys, welcome back to another update. Thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to my members, shout out to my subscribers. I greatly appreciate you guys. Alright, let's dig on into this thing. Now I see I'm being harassed now by these airplanes as I suspected. And again guys, we're just gonna have to try to remobilize our troops and re-strategize what we want to do as far as this area down here in Australia. So we've already made a decision to vacate. Is how we will vacate. Guys, if you don't know what's going on, by all means, you know what to do. Go back to part 1 and work your way back on down. Everything is in chronological order. We are about to start a new game pretty soon, so members, you be on the lookout for the video. Subscribers, y'all be on the lookout, because I'm gonna bring it right. Once my members, I give my members about 12 hours tops, 12 to 24 hours to get in, and then I'm going to allow my subscribers to go ahead and get in after that, because I don't want it to go past a day, because I want to get everybody in probably within day 1. So y'all stay on the lookout for that. That's going to be a great game, a great map, and this should be pretty interesting. We're going to document it, and you guys can be a part of what we got going on here on YouTube. Any questions about it, any concerns, we can have that dialogue. I'm always available. But yes, at this time I'm being harassed by these airplanes. We're still mobilizing some troops into this area, but eventually we're going to probably stop that and just kind of focus on our homeland. We're starting to get this area cleared out, but it's still a lot more work to be done. Still got those troops moving down here south of Africa, those little 2,000 troops. Again, it's always important to look at the last little bit of points here. Like I talked before, these guys need 134 points. That means they would need all of Arrowhead's points and Pennsylvania's. So they won't get that, because I already will try to confiscate that myself, because I'm already there. So they're going to have to come through me to get those points. And that's where the second part of my strategy will come in. And it's called understanding how the point system works. And it's also understanding what generates points. So we're going to get into this. For example, some buildings do not generate points. They may be helpful for what you need, but they're not generating you any points in the end of the game. So some stuff you shouldn't even be building at the end of the game. So this is valuable information. Okay, and I want you to see this. Okay, so now we got a few other nations. Okay, here go Pennsylvania here. He has 66 points. So that's some points that they could use to get to their victory. But everywhere else you see 19, 15, and 3. This is the last amount of points in the game. So if you add all of this up, they would have to take all of these guys out, and they wouldn't have enough points to win the game. So if they took out all of Vikings of Valhalla, yes, they would have all the points they need to win the game. But they're not going to get that, because like I said, most of those points Arrowhead has it, and I'm constantly just taking Arrowhead's provinces, as you can see already in America. So those points are going to me every day. So they're going to have to come through me to get those points. So with me knowing that, what that tells me is I need to set up more defense, and I need to build more buildings that would snatch points out of the game. See, it's only a limited amount of point, guys. You understand what I'm saying? So if I say, okay, well, let me build 100 buildings that generate points. For example, if I build 100 forts, if I got a bunch of forts and I say I want to build 100 forts, that's going to generate me points. When you build forts, every level you build it on, you get more points. So if I build 100 forts, I'm getting that many more points. So those points get snatched from other players, because they got to give me the points. You understand what I'm saying? So the key is not going to always be, well, you know what? Let me slow down. Let me slow down. I'm giving y'all way too much. I'm giving y'all way. Hold up, man. I'm giving y'all way too much. Let me slow down. Let's get back to the map. Let's get back to the map. Okay. Now keep in mind, I am in first place. I have the most points overall, and that kind of pisses these guys off a little bit. Jillian right under me at 393. So what I'm looking at is there's a small chance for me to crack some of these guys, but I would have to really find a crack in their defense somewhere or one of their other plays. But it's just very tedious because they already up so many points, and then I'm being surrounded, and I have to protect my nation. So it gets very tedious. It gets very tedious. But again, in the process of this, guys, I was able to, and look, let me let you also see this. This is their whole coalition, guys. I'm number one. This is what's funny about this. I'm number one, but then Jillen's number two. He's a part of their coalition. Valencia is number three. He's a part of their coalition. Shit, guys, number four. He's a part of their coalition. Hamar is number five. He's a part of their. So I got all of these guys on their way to me. But I'm going to expose all of these cowards. Watch what I tell you. Burnett, 140. He has 145 points. He's a part of their coalition. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of their members under me now, a part of that coalition. And then you got, last but not least, Aquatine. He's a part of their coalition. I think they got. Okay, now they got one more player, Western Cape. He's a part of their coalition. He's the one down there in Southern Africa. Now this is what's interesting. You got Arrowhead here, guys. He has 116 points. Remember I told you he has most of those 134 points that you saw down. No, the 135 points. 116 of those go to him. So that's who I'm taking most of those points every day, right? But other than that, all the rest of the players are a part of their coalition, and they're on their way to me. So you guys need to understand what's going on, understand the breakdown, so that you'll understand why I'm moving the way I'm moving, and how this puzzle, and how when I expose these guys, you have all the pieces. Even if you have to come back and say, wow, I didn't see how that piece right there was going to fit, or I didn't see why the Supreme Master was trying to break this thing down so much. But now we about to get into the meat and potatoes. Y'all see what I was saying about the 135? 116 of that goes to Arrowhead. So they need a lot of points, and they're gonna have to come through me to get it. And so that's where I can strategize a little better. I don't have to panic because I know they got to come to me. So I'm going to set more of a defensive stance against these guys. So that's what I wanted to kind of just break down for you guys. So I don't want you just watching this map and not knowing what the general is doing. The general is planning. The general is strategic. And in the process of just trying to play the game, guys, in the process of just trying to enjoy this game and be strategic and stuff like that, I expose a conspiracy about this game that it's kind of disheartening, but I would hope that it doesn't continue, and that there will be some things put in place to safeguard us as players from any kind of corruption, exploitation, cheating, any of those type of things, especially when it goes beyond the normal capabilities of regular players. So I'm hinting to some things, guys, but I'm not going to give it to you just yet. We're going to walk this dog, okay? So let's stop right there. Y'all stay tuned for the next video. Subscribe, like the video if you might, and we'll be coming right back at you.